So hi, my name's John. I'm 31 years old, problem gambler, and I have been since around the age of, I started at 15 and it's just progressively got worse. I've had a couple of sort of big crashes in my time as being a problem gambler, and most recently that was this Christmas just gone, where finally I found enough sense to seek help. Coming to this weekend has been really useful for me. I've done a bit of my own research, and I attended a few GA meetings initially just to get the ball rolling, but I knew I needed some more substance and as much support as I could get to really, I suppose, execute my abstinence and hopefully my recovery. Since arriving, I've found this place, this weekend, the staff, the doctors, the facilities. I've found it all to be incredibly useful, really beneficial, and I'm very grateful for what I've received thus far. The way of thinking around the program is very different to, say, the 12 steps of GA. They've still kept it relatively generic, but straight away we've been able to adapt it to each and every person's circumstances, whether that's their betting stance or their betting patterns, or what they do day to day as a career, or their behaviour, or their family setup. It's been a lot more. What I've found in comparing it to, say, an alternative program is been a lot more relatable, a lot more personable, and that's given me an incredibly higher amount of confidence and competence as they talk about in the program, for me to be able to leave this weekend and go on to achieve what I want to do. The doctors in there are very committed. There's sort of 4 or 5 of them, so there's always been one available in between the sessions we've had to reach out, have a conversation with, whether that's just to run through extra content or just get a further explanation, or even just a little bit sort of off topic, and just let them know how you're feeling and how you found certain things and what you've been struggling with perhaps. Wider afield, like I say, the facilities are great. It's allowed all the guys to come in here and really bond and be comfortable and relaxed and talk about either the weekend or their own situation, or even just get along as friends. The environment we're in definitely allows that to happen, that to blossom as such. And I suppose notably the food's very good here, which is always worth adding in. So as a sort of combined review of the weekend, they do everything they can to ensure that your mind is really at focus with the content and the material and the program that you're here to undertake.
Can you just elaborate a little bit more on the actual content and what you're doing
in the program? Yeah, sure. So it's been split over 2 relatively intense days as well as a welcome evening. We've looked into behavioural science on the brain and how the brain works, the nerve system. I think it's the enjoyment route that the brain takes a thought process in order to sort of reach that point of where gambling would be considered a good idea or a good way of getting out for some of us. We've moved on to mindfulness techniques, so relaxation, breathing, sort of anything that can really allow you to best prevent yourself getting into that situation of wanting to gamble. There's a hell of a lot of insight, again, across the 4 to 5 doctors that we've had in there. There's been a lot of insight into different clients that they've worked with in different ways, different strategies. And what I've also found really useful is it hasn't been purely a sort of a corporate dialogue where they're just constantly talking at you. It's been very much stop, let's discuss, let's do some exercises. It's been practical, it's been engaging, and like I say, for as much as a lot of the content the doctors have delivered has been really new and worthwhile, and it has sort of triggered me to go away and want to learn more, it's also created it's fostered an environment that allows us all to discuss one another's situations, and given the guys here we've all got on really well, it's worked really well. So the doctors would throw out a topic that would trigger a discussion, and that discussion would then follow on into dinner time. So really quite impactful, thought-provoking content there.
Perfect. What would be your key takeaways from the weekend?
The key takeaways from the weekend would be, I suppose, that the fact that I've been able to grasp more and a new way of dealing with my addiction, the variety of help that's out there you know, there is some help out there, but coming here has been a huge weight off my mind. It was a case of, I don't know what I had done if I hadn't sort of been involved in the program, but I now feel very grateful that I've been given the skill sets, some prior knowledge, some background, the reassurance and the reiteration that I'm not alone in this, and nor am I an alien in feeling how I feel or what I've gone through. There are a lot of people like me, and I'm just one of the lucky ones that got to get on the program, which I think gives me the best chance of recovery.